win the grit and guts game tonight. They got to be wearing what? They got to see waves of white coming at them all night long. I'll make sure we got fresh guys in the game.
That ball goes on the ground or that ball is in the air. Who is winning that battle tonight? Whatever it is you're doing, there can't be a weak link. You ain't letting us lose tonight. Not tonight. It is a primal game.
And we're set for Game 4, Spanish language version of tonight's game presented by ESPN Deportes. Use the SAP button on your television. Rick Carlisle saying stay the course. A big message to his team. Stay with what's got us here. But he did make the change. J.J. Barea in the starting lineup. He's come off the bench in the entire playoffs. Only started 2 games in the regular season. Jeff, the reason for the change?
Well, I think they want to get, as Nowitzki makes the fadeaway, I think they want to get Barea off. This is a better matchup than playing 2 small guards and Barea and Terry together, putting Stevenson as the next defender on either Wade or James.
And really, Barea can have more of an impact defensively. You see early on, picking up Mike Bibby full court.
Bosch has it, gets inside, blocked from behind by Kidd. Dallas talked about getting off to a good start and not falling behind by double figures, something they've done in every game in the series. Nowitzki, 2 for 2. And a whistle and a foul. Barea a little extra aggressive. So Barea starting, and Deshaun Stevenson will come off the bench. But you heard Rick Carlisle in the locker room before. He wants fresh bodies out there the whole time. So you'll see substitutions in and out. It's not certainly a must-win game. Only an elimination game can really be that. Well, the Mavericks don't want to fall down 3-1 because no team in finals history's come back from being down 3-1.
You know, this is a must game, though, if they want to win a championship.
Wade knocked away from behind. Good defensive start for Dallas. Barea has only shot 22% from the field in this series. Such a big part of the early playoff success. Nowitzki 3 for 3 to start.
I'll tell you what, that jump shot is not fair. That type of arc on a jump shot is just not fair.
Get ready with your schemes for that, brother man. that's a rough deal right there.
Marion on Wade. Kidd with the steal. 3rd straight turnover they forced, and then Kidd throws it out of bounds. And Jeff, we talked earlier about Dirk Nowitzki. He's been brilliant in this series throughout the playoffs, but you think for them to win the championship, he has to do even more starting tonight?
Yeah, it's almost unheard of to ask for more from a guy who's doing so much, but I really think he's got to set the tone like he has in the first quarter of aggressiveness. And I like this switch, putting Kidd on James early and Marion's length on Wade.
Bosch misses, tipped out nicely by Anthony, and Bosch comes right back and knocks it down.
See, and Nowitzki can't leak out. You're saying do more? Yeah. You got to contest and then come back and rebound as well.
Barea to Nowitzki. Even Nowitzki said as he puts up another shot way off. Chandler battling. Bibby comes away. He says everybody needs to do something out of character. Scrambling on defense, helping out on the boards as Bibby misfires. Things perhaps you don't normally do, that you're not known for. Anything here in the finals. Oh, great play from James with the left hand. Miami defense, of course, has been one of the keys throughout their run. Dallas in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs averaged almost 100 a game. In this series, just over 88. About 11.5 points less. Anthony gets inside, can't finish, gets another rebound, puts it back up. That won't go. And Chandler the board.
I like the pace of the Dallas Mavericks right now. Pushing the basketball, getting stops, and running with long outlet passes.
Miami 1 for 8 to start. Bibby bumps Barea. Sean Marion given an open look and rushed it. Chandler's tip won't go. Tried a second one. And Bibby trying to come up with it.
See, and that's where they need more scoring from others. Marion a good shot. Chandler has a chance for another good shot. Just doesn't put it in.
Wade can't get it. Try to get the rebound. Nowitzki tips it out. And a new 24. Nice pass from LeBron James. And Wade can't get that one. Bosch on the tip-in. Dallas fans thought that ball was above the cylinder, but it seemed like it was coming off the rim. Good play from Bosch.
reflecting back on previous games, this is Dallas's great weakness. The ability to finish their defense with a defensive rebound. Very poor to start this game.
A foul before the shot. Game 1, Miami had 16 offensive rebounds.
What the coach is talking about, your last line of defense is securing the basketball. If you do a great job for 23 seconds and then you give up this type of offensive rebound, it saps the energy of your entire defense.
Now clearly a good goal. Game 3, they had 12 offensive rebounds. So big offensive boards in their 2 games. Only had 6 in their Game 2 loss. Barea to Nowitzki. Nowitzki double teamed and had to shoot it with the shot clock winding down. James, 9 assists in Game 3. Not a big scoring game, just 17 points. As Wade took over with the scoring. James, tough shot, that won't go. Chandler the rebound. Chandler already with 3 boards. Dallas actually out-rebounded Miami in Game 3. Barea fires away. He has really been struggling shooting the ball in this series. Now from 3-point range, just 1 for 9.
I think the way for him to get it going offensively, he's got to get some dribble penetration where he can establish some confidence.
And Bosch able to hit another. Bosch has all 6 of their points. Bosch hit that big shot. And the final minute of Game 3. It's close to where Marion is right now. Barea the drive, flips it up, banks it in. Oh, difficult shot from J.J. Barea. Those are the shots he hit earlier in the playoffs. Bosch misfires. Wade again with a rebound. How about Wade? What he's doing boards in this series, almost 9 rebounds a game. And Chandler was fouled by Bibby. This kid tried to lob it into him.
Good pick and roll. Barea, good step through, going off the wrong foot. Good use of his body, and then the left hand finish. Very nice. But Mike, you know, Dallas has good energy right now on offense and defense, and 0 energy on the board right now. And they have to put all 3 phases of the game, energy-wise, into it to be able to win.
They're being out-rebounded by 5 already. Jason Terry has come in. Mario Chalmers from Miami. Kid trying a quick pass. And that's the 3rd Dallas turnover. Turnovers are a big problem against this Miami team. We've talked about it throughout the playoffs as they convert normally turnovers into points. Bosch, nice crossover move, but he stepped out of bounds. And that's the 2nd Miami turnover, and we'll have a timeout. Nowitzki hit his first 3 shots, just what the doctor ordered for the Maverick fans, Mark.
If you're Rick Carlisle, you're excited about one thing, the start of Dirk Nowitzki. Tough shots. You've seen it, his signature shot, fadeaway jump shot, eliminating the contest, getting it done. Early on, 3 for 5 from the field, having his way. And you gotta love this. It's raining basketball. Got him.
Welcome back to Dallas in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. We are all locked up at 8. Well, despite facing a 2-1 series deficit, the Dallas Mavericks have engaged in a little bit of between-game chatter. Deshaun Stevenson saying of LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, they are great actors when trying to draw fouls. Jason Terry saying this is not the best defense we have seen in the course of the playoffs. But the one that seemed to irk the Miami Heat the most, the suggestion that perhaps LeBron James could wear down over the course of 7 games, being forced to check Jason Terry in that 4th period. LeBron's response, we saw it, we watched SportsCenter. We're going to let our game do the talking. Dwayne Wade essentially saying, listen, he's 26 years old. He's not going to wear down. And Chris Bosh, maybe the best line, Mike Breen, he said, maybe it's better to let sleeping dogs lie.
Doris don't understand what Terry was thinking. He said, already stopped me in games 1 and 3, but let's see him do it over a 7-game series. Mark, why on earth would he say that?
No need. I mean, you want to get in trouble, that's when you open up your mouth. Continue to get it done. Don't inspire them.
Meanwhile, an inspiring move from Sean Marion. Like to see that. Marion had been scoring well the end of the Oklahoma City Conference Final Series in the first couple of games here. They need that offense from Marion. There's Chalmers, who's given the Heat a nice lift off their bench. Chandler on Bosch. And Bosch can't get it to go. Anthony, the long rebound. That's 8 offensive rebounds already for Miami, and a loose ball foul against Joel Anthony.
But these are half-hearted blockouts. Joel Anthony is going to the board. Dwayne Wade is going to the board. You better put full-body blockouts on this guy. You better hit him hard. It can't be tapping him.
And you're Rick Carlisle. You're probably thinking right now, what else do I have to do? Because I'm sure he's preached the message to them that if they continue to rebound like that, they're going home.
Chandler on a nice setup from Jason Terry. Quickly the other way. James throws it ahead to Wade, who got fouled. Wisely put it up at the basket. And Wade will go to the free throw line. Nice execution from Jason Terry the other end.
Good job, pick and roll. We talk about Jason Terry in those situations. It's not about scoring, it's about making the play. Delivers the on-point pass to Tyson Chandler, and I love the way that Tyson Chandler looked, had one mindset, attack the basket and finishes over LeBron.
So Wade to the line. A lot of talk about Dwayne Wade and his big practice before Game 3 on Saturday here in Dallas. After they had that heartbreaking loss in Game 2, Wade apparently went at practice like he was the last guy on the roster. I mean, all out, diving, playing hard, even surprised some of his teammates, and he didn't say much about it, just wanted to send the message, hey, we need to get going here.
And Coach would agree, there's certain times where your best player has invested so much in games that he takes it easy, and you as a coach say, okay, take off today or take a breather. But there's some times when he's got to be the best player with energy, effort, and send a message to the entire troop.
Well, he was the best player. Brian Cardinal is in, puts up a 3, and it won't go. Cardinal coming in instead of Teja Stojakovic, who has really been struggling. So another change from Rick Carlisle as Cardinal throws it out of bounds. Cardinal has only played 8 total minutes in these playoffs. Connors just hangs on to his pivot foot. A lot of referees in the crowd tonight. Bosch, the extra pass. Here's Chalmers. Won't go. James! Did he touch it, or did that go in on its own? I guess he touched it.
Incredible athleticism. Puts it in with his left hand. Phenomenal job of catching and finish.
Once again, offensive rebounds for Miami. 9 already, and there's still 3:50 to play in the first. James almost with the steal.
Another offensive rebound. Instead of putting bodies on guys, if you just make this a jumping contest, you're going to lose. You got to find a way to stay connected and put a body on guys.
You know, Rick Carlisle said earlier in the series that Miami's game is up in the air, their game is on the floor, and if your game is on the floor, you better block out.
Terry has to put it up, and he puts it in. Shot clock was at 1. He just flipped it up at the rim. And Dallas back up by 2.
And they're going to look at that shot.
Bosch spinning, tried the right hand, and a foul on Chandler. Chandler upset. Well, let's see down the other end. Did Terry beat the shot clock? Wow, that's close. I think if we watched it 6 or 7 times, we could probably come up with a good decision.
I think we need to slow it down.
All right, now, Coach Jackson, here's your chance to say how the refs have such a tough job. You got to change your tune for the final couple of games.
I'm going to tell you what, we have the best referees in the world. They do an absolute phenomenal job of controlling games and making proper calls. Unbelievable.
You know what, we're saying it jokingly, but we really do.
No, I really mean that.
No, you really do. That doesn't mean that they're mistake-free.
Absolutely.
So just because you say that was a missed call, you'd say the same thing to a player.
No question about it.
Or to a coach.
No question about it.
Am I hearing this right? All the grief you've given me over the years, the two of you?
No, but you go beyond.
Oh, sure.
You like...
He carries the torch.
Yeah, beyond.
Kid comes the other way. 2-point Dallas lead as we come up on 3 minutes remaining here in the first. Miami shooting just 25%, but they're only down 2. John Marion too strong. Chalmers pushing. Chalmers has really shown he's fearless out there in the big games. Haslam knocks it down. And despite the horrible shooting by Miami, it's a tie game. Kidd lost it, gets it back. I had numbers the other way. Terry puts up a 3. That's good. How quickly it can turn. Looked like it might be a fast break for Miami, but Kidd's hustle saved the ball as Wade throws it down.
Very nice play by Mario Chalmers, putting the ball on the floor and making the play for Dwayne Wade.
Chalmers coming off the bench has hit big 3s, plays good aggressive defense. Sean Marion, pass deflected again. James has had his hand on a number of passes. Terry deflects it out of bounds, still Miami ball.
And the reason he's getting his hands on all those balls is he's sagging off Marion, so it's easy for him to see where the ball is going to go.
ESPN's presentation of the 2011 NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by Toyota. Zookeeper. In theaters July 8th. The Audi Zero Crazy Light by Adidas. At 9.8 ounces. It's the lightest ever. And AT&T. Rethink possible.
We came so close in '06. It's been a rough 5 years to get back to this stage, and hopefully this year we can finish the deal.
I always envisioned myself playing in the finals. I've had one, didn't get it done. Now this is another opportunity.
Nowitzki and Terry, the 2 remaining Mavericks, still with Dallas from the 2006 loss to Miami. And after Terry struggled in the 4th quarter, Dirk Nowitzki said, hey, Jason Terry's one of the great 4th quarter players in our league, but he's not really been the crunch time player for us the way we need him to. Some thought he was calling him out. But these 2 have that kind of relationship arc where they get on each other a bit. They've been teammates for 7 years.
Well, even if you don't get along, there comes a point where you've got to stop sugarcoating it and telling the truth.
Terry gets it back and a foul from behind. And Terry will shoot 2.
No, what I mean by that is you can say it's going to be all right, it's going to be all right, you're going to play okay. At some point, you need to tell a guy the truth and pray that he makes the adjustments. Jason Terry's a grown man, he's a veteran, and it will get him going.
There's a very interesting story as you see his numbers in the 4th quarter in the finals, coming up big in game 2. Mark Spears of Yahoo Sports had a good article about their relationship, and Terry talked about when he first came to Dallas, he replaced Steve Nash. And Terry said it was brutal. Nowitzki and Nash were so close, they worked so well together. He was such a different player than Nash. It took a little while, and even though they ride each other now and will get on each other, they still have each other's back. And they'll need Terry in a big way. He's already got 6 points in 4 minutes. A violation. So they'll do it again.
You know, in those plays, and that was on LeBron James, those plays often go unnoticed. He makes this shot, you know, people will forget about it. These are the type of plays in this tight of series that can make the difference between winning or losing.
Well, you look at the last 2 games decided at the final shot of the buzzer. And the players along the free throw lane, they have to wait until the ball is released by the free throw shooter. The free throw shooter has to wait till it hits something. But everybody else on the release, James obviously went in early. Terry's got 7 straight points for Dallas. They lead by 3. And a foul on Deshaun Stevenson. Perhaps he thought LeBron James was acting on that play.
I tell you what, if you're the Dallas Mavericks, this is how you've got to play physical. LeBron James, bang, Jason Terry. That's a clean play. Deshaun Stevenson. I'd like to see that be played on. We're talking about physical play in the playoffs.
Well, they had a little history back when James was in Cleveland. Stevenson was with Washington. They played in the playoffs 3 straight years. Stevenson one year called LeBron James overrated. That's not the smartest thing to say. They eliminated him 3 straight years. Haslam jump shot way off. And a 24-second violation.
Remember back just into game 3, when those drives were occurring early in the game, there were no bodies from Dallas in front of the driver. Tonight, great job with the bigs of being early to help, putting their bodies in front, and making James Wade pass the ball.
Meanwhile, Nowitzki and Brendan Haywood come in. Haywood missed game 2, or game 3, that is, with a hip flexor. Apparently had a good practice yesterday. They missed him. Jan Mahimi, the third-string center. Nice young athletic player, but not really ready for the big stage. And Haywood has given them some good moments. Terry on the drive, kicks it out, extra pass. Good ball movement from Dallas. Barea gets to the basket and misses the layup.
Great offense. That's a killer miss right there.
Chalmers spinning. Chalmers to the rim. He misses, but a foul. Nowitzki with his first. Chalmers to the line for 2. The NBA Finals on ABC will continue on Thursday with Game 5 right back here in Dallas. Tip-off shortly after 9 Eastern. Then, if necessary, Game 6 and 7 will be in Miami. Game 6 would be Sunday. Game 7 Tuesday. Notice the earlier start on Sunday on ABC.
Mario Chalmers is putting the ball on the floor a lot more tonight. Attacked it from the corner, found Dwayne Wade cutting. Here going at Barea, spinning off his body and working his way to the free throw line.
Chalmers has hit some big shots. The players and coaches of Miami having some fun with him the other day. He's one of those guys, even though he's playing with Wade and LeBron James, he thinks the final play should be drawn up for him. He's very confident. A good young player. And as we said earlier, he has not backed away from big moments. A foul away from the ball.
And as a coach, you like players like this because they don't know any better. They're not afraid of the moment. And that's why time and time again, when he's catching the basketball off of plays made by James and Wade, he's ready to knock down the shots.
You say they're very hard on him, Eric Spoelstra says. Won a national championship at Kansas, had that big three-pointer in the championship game. As Terry misses another free throw. Lee Chalmers with 8 three-pointers so far in the finals. Kid was born in Anchorage, Alaska. His dad was his coach for 4 years in high school. Won a couple of state championships in high school. Won the national championship in college. Now trying to get an NBA championship.
Think about it. Barea's layup. Terry's 2 missed free throws.
Shot clock down to 7. Haywood comes to help. And the win a penalty. Crowd doesn't like the call. Many calls. And a technical foul on Rick Carlisle. Carlisle came down to argue. And Monty McCutcheon teed him up. So we'll have 3 free throws now for Miami. Here's the personal foul.
That's a flop.
That's the acting that Stevenson was talking about. Chalmers hits the technical free throw, and now James will go to the line.
Listen, as a coach, to me, you have every right to voice your displeasure. Those type of plays, to me, are starting to make parts of our game a farce. It's happening more and more. Where is the cutoff?
The slightest contact, the guys going down or flailing their arms.
And I mean,
but my argument would be, what do you want them to do? Not act?
no, I want them to pay a price for acting. I want there to be a severe penalty so that every time I go back on the film as the dean of discipline and I watch every game and every possession, those flagrant acts of acting, I am hammering.
You can't give yourself a title.
I can give myself. The commissioner says I can come to work for him anytime.
He really did say that. Barea fouled by Haslam. Both teams in the penalty with 5.5 remaining in the period, so Barea will go. Haslam picks up his first foul.
And I gave the commissioner a bargain, 2 for 1. My brother and me as consultants for the league.
So he gets Stan and the dean of discipline?
He does. He seemed very intrigued by the idea, I might say.
Hits the free throw. Now that's clearly a foul. Mark Davis, Monty McCutcheon, and Greg Willard, the officials tonight. For Davis, it's his first NBA Finals game. Carlisle right now talking with Davis about what appeared to be the play down the other end.
And I'm going to say what's infuriating for a coach is when you're right and you get a technical. That's infuriating. If I complain and I'm wrong, that's one thing.
Final seconds, Miller flips it up, off the mark, and that will end the first quarter. Miami shoots just 29% from the field, yet it's all tied up. Dirk Nowitzki get off to a good start, hit his first 3 shots. But second shot opportunities from the Miami Heat. 9 offensive rebounds, a big reason why it's all even.
Welcome back to Dallas with Heat coach Eric Spoelstra. What impact, if any, do the early rotation changes by Dallas have on what you're doing defensively?
Nothing. It's not about who. It's about what we're bringing to the game. Our disposition, our energy. There's a couple emotional bursts that we expect, and there'll be several more of those. We have to stay with our game and maintain poise in this environment.
Coach, thank you. Mike.
Well, Doris, they always say their strength is their defense. Jason Kidd was talking about the Miami defense the other day, and he said, they make you do things that you don't want to do. That's a high compliment from a future Hall of Famer. As Bosch able to get it to go.
And that was all set up by a forceful cut by LeBron James, which made Hayward react to the basket. So when Bosch popped out, he was wide open.
Bosch with 8 points. Terry fakes. Back out Nowitzki. Again, good ball movement. Barea. That won't go. Those are the shots Dallas so desperately needs to go down.
That was great offense. Moved the ball, created 2 on the ball.
James, difficult catch. Shot clock down to 7. Bosch on the drive and the finish. 10 points early for Chris Bosch.
Tell you what, he's in attack mode, not thinking. He said early on, when I catch the basketball, I'm going to look to make a play, and certainly he has stayed true to his promise.
Bosch 5 of 9 from the field. As Nowitzki spins, Stevenson lines up the 3. James quickly the other way, and Barea. Smart foul there to prevent what would have been a dunk, no doubt.
So in the previous possession where Bosch knocked down the jump shot, now he has Brendan Haywood on his heels. The blow by, that's bad defense, a very solid offense by Chris Bosch. Sells the shot and then attacks the paint area.
Bosch eye obviously much better. Got it poked by Jason Kidd. Looked like a boxer during the course of game 3. James out to Miller. Miller for 3. That time good boxing out from Chandler. He knocks Bosch to the ground. Barea the charge. Comes up short. He's made a number of good moves, but having trouble finishing. Miller fires. That's a 3. Mike Miller from downtown. And the Heat up by 7. And Rick Carlisle wants timeout. So a 7-0 run in less than 2 minutes to begin the second quarter, and Dallas finds themselves behind.
So many times when you fail to convert in transition, as Barea did here on a nice drive, you're going to give up a transition score at the other end. Good read by Chalmers, and Mike Miller, University of Florida, just knocks it straight through the middle.
Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
Bosch, the open jumper, puts it in, and Miami holds on and takes game 3. Chris Bosch with the big shot in the final seconds in game 3. As he's back home in Dallas, went to Lincoln High School. Stones thrown away from the American Airlines Center. They won the state championship 40-0 in his senior year. And as we said earlier, he wasn't a Mavericks fan growing up, but a huge Tim Duncan fan over in San Antonio.
That's a nice gym.
Suburban kids, I mean, you had a nice gym like that, didn't you?
Rockport High School, we played actually in the middle school. Our high school, we didn't have a gym. That's how tough we had it growing up.
The foul is on Haslam as he knocks down Chandler. 2 fouls on Haslam.
Anybody ever tell you were pretty funny?
No, not at all. Particularly my mom.
He's going to say all these nice things as he winds down his broadcasting career. Terry. Stevenson, that's a three. Stevenson has shot very well from downtown in the series. Hasn't played huge minutes, but knocks down another there to end the 7-0 run.
I think he's played exceptionally well at both ends of the floor.
He had struggled shooting earlier in the playoffs, but not in this series.
And give him credit. He comes in off the bench and gives the same type of energy and effort.
And a loose ball foul. That's going to be 3 on Haslam. So he'll go to the bench.
This is another good play by Jason Terry. Pass fakes it to Chandler, which draws James into the paint, and then a nice kick out to the corner.
You say Haslam picking up the third. The difference is now the defense for the Dallas Mavericks no longer have tremendous pressure because not a stretch 4 on the floor as far as Joel Anthony.
Terry, couple of fakes, pulls back, puts it up, well short. Berea hustling and gets the offensive board. Miller on Nowitzki, huge height advantage there for Nowitzki. Off 1 foot. Chandler tried to tip it and he got fouled. Chandler firing himself up in the crowd as well.
And this is championship effort by Tyson Chandler. Realizes that a smaller guy is on him, gets him out of the way. Ends up going to the line for 2 shots because of his pursuit of the basketball, but that has to be contagious on the other end also.
Chalmers' second foul for getting pushed out of the way. And now Chandler to the free throw line.
But I'll tell you this about Chalmers. He doesn't shy away from contact in the paint. He gets mismatched because of rotations and the ball goes up. He's willing to put his body on big guys. And some guards run away from that contact. Mark Jackson.
See, you can apologize. There's a lot of things you can say about me.
No, that's true.
Chandler 2 for 2. Miami with a 2-point lead. Nearly 3 minutes gone by here in the second. Game 4 of the 2011 NBA Finals. Miami trying to take that 3-1 series lead. They've been an excellent road team all season and in the postseason. Chalmers to Bosch. Boy, Chalmers once again off the dribble, setting up a teammate.
Showing a different side, as Coach talked about. He is in attack mode, looking to make plays. Outstanding feed in the paint area.
Bosch with 12. Stevenson wide open for 3. Another. Deshaun Stevenson with a couple of 3-pointers. A big weapon for Dallas. Miami's done a pretty good job defending it. Bosch inside and the finish. Well, Bosch may be getting a little confidence off that big shot in game 3. Very aggressive. Ball knocked away by Chalmers. Wade bringing it up. Chalmers' rookie year as one of the NBA leaders in steals. Is a gambling defender. Drives, floats it up. Anthony tips it in.
I don't understand what the bigs of Dallas are doing. When the ball's going up, they're turning and watching the ball instead of turning and finding a body to hit.
10 offensive rebounds in 16 minutes of play. Nowitzki had it stripped. Nowitzki thought he was fouled, yelling at Mark Davis. And a travel.
You know, you don't want to belabor a point. But when you give up 10 offensive rebounds, it deserves it. Tyson Chandler's just standing. You either have to commit to blocking the shot, or as the ball goes up, you've got to turn and find a body.
I don't want to let the guards off the hook because perimeter guys got to get engaged also, get in the paint area.
And that's the problem when you've got 2 smaller guards in Terry and Berea.
Nowitzki again upset. thought he was fouled.
You got to run back.
Chalmers straight on three-pointer. And Nowitzki the rebound. Chalmers, he wanted a foul. That looked like a block. Terry misses. Wade the rebound.
That's bad offense right now for the Dallas Mavericks. That's why you need Jason Kidd in the ball game. Somebody to settle them down and get quality offensive possessions.
A little bit of a sloppy play at both ends last couple of minutes as Eric Spoelstra calls timeout. 6:50 remaining in the second. 5-point Heat lead. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Everything Goodyear has learned making tires for all-star handling inspires what they roll into yours. Just over 5 minutes gone by. Second quarter in Dallas. Miami up by 5. With all their all-stars in the big three, the bench players have been important.
Well, we watched Mario Chalmers knock down spot-up jump shots. Tonight, he put the ball on the floor and make plays. Baseline drive finds. In transition, fast break basketball, finds up a spotted-up Mike Miller. Puts him in position to score, and then pick and roll. Comes off, trying to be a threat, forces the defense to collapse, makes the play for Chris Bosh. Outstanding start for Mario Chalmers.
And you see the 4 assists for Chalmers. He's been a scorer off the bench. He was a starter on and off in his career here with Miami. Bibby now obviously starting throughout the playoffs. He's been finishing a lot though. Wade will inbound. Wade, Anthony, Bibby, James, and Miller out there right now for Miami. Terry, Stevenson, Chandler, Kidd with defense from Terry and Nowitzki. Initially it was called Dallas ball, but Monty McCutcheon quickly corrected himself.
And Miami playing small for one of the few times in this series with James at the 4.
Kidd is on James, knocked away by Chandler. Shot clock at 8. Offensive foul. Great defense from the 38-year-old. All-NBA defender for a lot of years.
But that's a good play, good call. Jason Kidd does a good job of getting in front of LeBron James. Give the Mavericks credit. I like their intensity, picking up full court, forcing the issue.
Nowitzki to Chandler. Kidd the extra pass. Stevenson will try again. Hits another three. 3 3-pointers from Deshaun Stevenson.
Now, I played with Deshaun Stevenson as a member of the Utah Jazz, and this guy does not lack confidence. He doesn't see himself as just a lockdown defender. He's extremely confident on the offensive end.
Didn't start tonight. Coming off the bench, he's responded as Wade kicks it out to Bibby. Shot clock down to 4. Anthony. And a 24-second violation. 7 turnovers for the Heat.
Well, this is a great time for the Dallas Mavericks to begin to execute offensively and try to make a run.
Wade deflects it.
And you see, they do something that very few teams do. They rotate up out of the corner. And if that pass gets through, that's a wide open corner 3 for Terry. But because of Wade's activity and quickness and length, it's a deflection instead. Those are plays that have to be made if you're going to score.
It's okay to say poor passing also. If you're Dirk, you got to make that play.
Terry gets inside, can't finish. Ball tipped. Last touch by the Heat. New 24 for the Mavericks.
I love that guy so much. I can't say he's got to do something different. I mean, I left the James Harden fan club to move to Nowitzki fan club.
What he has done in this playoffs, absolutely magnificent. 51% from the field, 94% from the free throw line, 52% from three-point range, and clutch shot after clutch shot, especially in the 4th quarter.
I can speak for James Harden and say it's okay. He understands totally.
And Stevenson, a little over-aggressive out on the perimeter, picks up the personal foul. Second team foul, first on Stevenson.
I mean, come on, this is a horse shot. That is a horse shot. You're playing horse in the park. That's the shot that you take to get the guy E and end the game and go home. He's doing it in the NBA Finals, isolation, and stepping back like he knows it's good when it leaves his hand.
Well, we'll get a rest right now as Sean Marion comes back in. Well, as Kevin Durant was saying in the conference final, he makes shots that deflate your defense. Bosch close to a travel. Chalmers on the drive. Deflected by Kidd. Picked up by Terry.
Tell you what, that was great defense, that possession by the Dallas Mavericks.
Terry looks up at the shot clock. Up top to Kidd. Straight on three. Chandler tips it back out. Well, Mavericks now getting some second shot opportunities. Terry pull up two-pointer. And Dallas has regained the lead with a 7-0 run of their own. Well, we had a 13-point turnaround early in favor of Miami. Now we have a 14-point turnaround in favor of Dallas. Another turnover. Terry back to Marion, and the finish. 9 straight points, and Eric Spoelstra needs a timeout.
You want to win, it starts on the defensive end. Kidd comes up with the steal, gets it to Marion in an unselfish play. The extra pass by Terry, Marion finished. Dallas Mavericks on a run, up by 4.
NBA Finals continue. Game 5 Thursday night on ABC, right back here in Dallas. Tip-off shortly after 9 Eastern. Our coverage begins at 8:30 Eastern with Buick Regal NBA Countdown. Will it be 2-2 or Miami be in complete control? Right now, Dallas, a nice turnaround, 9-0 run. Wade, difficult shot. We've seen Wayne and Nowitzki hit just unbelievable shots.
That's only the 4th field goal between James and Wade.
Stevenson fakes, drives, knocked away by Joel Anthony, but a whistle and a foul. Mark Davis, the outside official, making the call. So free throws. Stevenson took a shot as LeBron James picks up his second personal.
Because of Stevenson's ability to knock down the shot, 3 already, forces the defense to run at him. Good decision putting the ball down and making a play.
3:27 remaining here in the second. Let's listen to a recent Rick Carlisle huddle.
The defense is damn good. It's damn good. We get the rebounding solved here, which we're starting to do. We're going to be in great shape.
Well, you guys have said it all along. Their defense at times has been superb, but you have to finish it with a rebound.
Yeah, their defense has been lights out for most of this series. Without question, the effort, the energy, the scheme.
With the exception of the start, maybe, of Game 3.
I think most of their defensive problems have been, as Joel Anthony scores another basket in this series, has been the transition off their own turnovers.
Anthony with a rare bucket. He's got 4 points. Dallas lead is 2. 3 minutes left here in the second. Marion. Difficult shot from Marion. He's been a little more aggressive offensively. Certainly more than Game 3. He's got 6. Kidd on James. Nice pass to Wade. And Wade now in double figures.
We raved about the Mavericks defense the last 2 possessions. It's been poor. They've given up a dunk and an easy layup off a cross screen by Wade. You gotta play it full time if you're trying to win this.
Stevenson falls. Shot clock at 8. Terry the drive, the floater. Chandler the offensive rebound, back up, blocked by Anthony, but a foul. Now it's Dallas's turn to get some offensive rebounds. So we'll have a timeout, almost 2 minutes remaining here in the first half.
ESPN's presentation of the 2011 NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by Chevrolet and their award-winning cars, trucks, and crossovers. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. In theaters July 15th. This film is not yet rated. And Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds.
Just over 2 minutes remaining. Another hot day in Dallas, Texas, the American Airlines Center. Dallas leading right now 42-40.
And the luxury of having a playmaking small forward. You see the cut. LeBron James read. Help comes, delivers the basketball to Joel Anthony. Now sets it up. The same exact play. Same exact cut. Help doesn't come because of the previous play. Makes the proper read, drops it off to Dwayne Wade. That's playing the quarterback position and making the proper read.
And you see in the 2011 playoffs the numbers, the rebounding, the assists. He leads the team in scoring, in assists and steals. He's second in reboundings. Almost leads them in that as well. And as Chandler misses the free throw. Tyson Chandler in his first year with Dallas, but will be a free agent after this season. Obviously, so much depends on the collective bargaining agreement. Hopefully, they can avoid a lockout, but Mark Cuban certainly wants to re-sign Chandler.
No question. It's had a great impact on not only their great regular season, but also this playoff run.
Under 2 to play. The bench has been big for Dallas. They've outscored the Miami bench 20-8. Wade, quick move, foul from behind, it still goes in. The strength of Dwayne Wade, and he's got a chance to tie it at the free throw line.
Well, great spin off of Marion's body. He did grab the rim and pull it down after it got deflected, and somehow the ball still went in. It's amazing.
Now, I wonder if that's grabbing the rim like that while the ball's above the cylinder, if that should be interference. He's also maybe trying to save himself with a player underneath him holding on.
I'm not going to question the referees.
All right, Coach Jackson. Nowitzki, too strong off the glass, and Bosch with the rebound.
He struggles with the easiest shots he gets, and then he hits the 1-foot step back.
Wade in and out. Chandler the rebound. Chandler with 9 boards, including 4 offensive rebounds here in the first half. Wade trying to throw it off Marion. Marion can't save it. Good play from Wade. Wade inside the Bosch, hand in his face, still knocks it down. Chris Bosch, big first half with 16 points. And Miami back up by 2. Bosch is 8 for 12 from the field. And Rick Carlisle will call timeout. A 20-second timeout. Bosch having a big first half here in game 4. A T-Mobile halftime report coming up. Stuart Scott, Magic Johnson, John Barry, Michael Wilbon. Guys preparing. They'll have some analysis of the first half. And Dirk's mentor.
Oh, my God. Hall of Famer Chris Mullin standing there also.
Nice. Chandler, meanwhile, nice inside.
He better bring his game tomorrow. I'm his teammate when we're playing 3-on-3.
I know. I got one suggestion.
I'm getting the ball.
Don't double me on the catch.
Wade gets around, attacks the basket, throws it back out. Chalmers. Chalmers the floater. Mario Chalmers, nice play.
Every guard needs that shot against size. He took one earlier, it was right on target. That one he was able to finish.
Mark, the teardrop, a big part of your arsenal. That requires a lot of practice, that shot, doesn't it?
A lot of times in the park, in the playground, in the gym, trying to master that shot.
Nowitzki drives on Anthony. Excellent defense. Joel Anthony got a piece of it. Bosch tried to save it. Shot clock did not reset, so the Mavericks will inbound with 4 to shoot. Boy, Anthony's such a good defender.
That's great timing.
Inbound to Kidd. Kidd left corner 3. Gains the rebound. 5 seconds remaining. James throws it up at the buzzer. And that ends the first half. Hotly contested, physical play. Dirk Nowitzki had the early start. Dallas went up early. Miami stormed back. Dwayne Wade, strong second quarter, but Chris Bosh, a very big game in the first half. Chandler did an excellent job on the boards. Leading scorer, though, for Miami, Chris Bosh, with 16 points, and he's with Doris.
Well, apparently no place like home. How much of your confidence comes from the game winner you hit in the last game?
Well, I mean, my confidence has never went anywhere. That's the reason I took that shot, and that's the reason why I wanted to come out in this game and be aggressive.
Coach Spoelstra talked about this being a possession series, that balls in the air or on the ground had to be won. How do you evaluate what your guys did in that area, Chris?
I mean, we're doing a decent job. We have to pick it up a little bit. They're getting their hands on a lot of offensive boards. We just have to take the challenge, keep our guy in front of us, and depend on our help just a little bit. And when that ball is in there, we've got to get it. I mean, there's no other alternative.
Chris, thank you.
Thank you.
Mike.
He was 5 for 5, Doris, in that second quarter, and again 16 points at halftime. The T-Mobile halftime report coming up. They'll analyze the first half, and Holger Gershwinder, the mentor for Dirk Nowitzki, who Rick Carlisle calls a genius, of a feature coming up. The T-Mobile halftime report. So Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavericks losing at home in Game 3, trying to even up the series. They go into the locker room at intermission, down by 2. Halftime, back Game 4 of the 2011 NBA Finals. Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks trailing the series 2-1. Our AT&T game track as they're trailing Game 4, 47-45. They're shooting fairly even. Miami, again, a lot of offensive rebounds, 10 of their 24. Although Dallas's bench, a big plus to keep them within 2. And hi again, everyone, with the new coach, Mark Jackson, and Jeff Van Gundy. Mike Breen on end. We'll check in with Doris Burke in just a moment. Story in the first half from Miami. Obviously, their defense has always been good. But how about Chris Bosh once again? Hit the big shot in Game 3. He had been struggling before that. Strong first half for him, and that's our Gatorade Cooler Talk.
Well, I had a stellar first half. What I love most about him, came out with great confidence. Patient on the offensive end, looking to make plays early, and did it in a variety of ways. Catching the ball on the block outside, knockdown mid-range jump shot. On the inside, offensive rebounding. Did a great job also isolation situations. Put the ball on the floor and make a play. And then in pick and roll situations, didn't lay on a screen, dove to the basket and got rewarded. Great first half for Chris Bosh.
Bosh with terrific numbers in that first half as we send it over to Doris Burke.
Mike, we've confirmed that Dirk Nowitzki is playing tonight's basketball game with a fever perhaps as high as 101 or 102 degrees. He had it this morning as soon as he woke up. Now, he was fine to start the basketball game, but as that half wore on, he started to show the signs of somebody who was a bit under the weather. I tried to just ask him how he's feeling. He kind of shook me off, but as the half wore on, he got a bit more and more peaked, kept that towel over his head, and his numbers reflect that down the stretch of that half. Just 1 for 7, Mike.
And in 17 minutes, Doris, he only had 1 rebound, did not get to the free throw line. Meanwhile, for Miami, LeBron James, just 4 points, had 3 assists, looking more to distribute as well.
Yeah, neither had a half that was what we're expecting. And this just shows you the fragile nature of NBA playoff basketball. They need this win, and he wakes up with a flu.
In a game that means as much to him as he's ever played in.
Exactly. I mean, it's just.
But to his credit, not trying to talk about it. Bosch misfires. Nowitzki the rebound.
Old school basketball says it. He's on the floor. He's okay.
Marion against Bosch. Marion spinning, trying to draw a foul. Shot won't go. And Bosch the rebound.
Your lack of empathy is appalling. Really. Guy's like sick, and you're like,
why are you playing it off? You agree with me because
I
if
totally
you're sick,
agree
you can't lose. You play great, you're a superhero. If you play bad, you got to build an excuse. I understand he's a gamer and he's battling, but he's on the floor. Find a way to get it done.
Absolutely.
Another nice pass by James. Bosch unable to finish. Barea the other way. Barea got the start. Nowitzki drives to the basket and gets hit. And he will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight.
No, he has a weapon, whether he's 100% or not. They're going to play him like he's 100%. And he's got to put the ball on the floor, look to get to the foul line, and then all of a sudden he'll begin to feel better. They need him to come up big.
So Nowitzki to the line where he's hit 37 consecutive free throws. Has yet to miss in the finals. He's now 25 for 25. As good as anybody's ever done in the postseason. And in the biggest games, too, you look back, he did the same thing in the conference finals, too. He couldn't miss the conference finals either. Just incredible. So he ties it up. Anthony, by the way, that's his third foul. And Haslam already has 3 fouls for Miami, 2 of the primary defenders on Nowitzki. James inside, nice left hand. Chandler knocks it away out of bounds. Miami ball. Let's listen to an Eric Spoelstra huddle.
That ball is bouncing around. There's been 4 or 5 of them, and they've come up with it. And it's been head-to-head, mano-a-mano on that. We have got to change that in the second half. All right, those loose balls, 50-50, that's more important than anything else we're going to talk about right now. 24 minutes. It's primal energy.
Primal energy. Meanwhile, Nowitzki's already got more rebounds in the first 2 minutes of the third than he did the entire first half. Barea on the pull-up. J.J. Barea gets it to go. He's been struggling, just 1 of 5 in the first half as Dallas regains the lead. Bosch against Chandler. Poked away. 11 to shoot. Marion is on Wade now. Bosch drive, strip but foul. And I believe it's going to go against Nowitzki. That would be just his second. So 2 fouls on Nowitzki. Bosch right from the start, very aggressive offensively.
Instead of popping on these plays off the pick and rolls, and again, that's a clean strip by Nowitzki. He's got tremendous hands, but he's rolling to the rim more than just settling for the spot up.
Bosch's shooting numbers excellent, 8 of 12 from the field in the first half. Again, leads all scorers with 16, and to that one now 17. Mark, you see that view when you're at the free throw line? You ever see that when you're shooting?
You do. Now, the great shooters would tell you they don't see anything other than the rim, but that's not the truth. You try to block it out, but you certainly see that. Did Stan see it when he hit 100 out of 100?
Well, the stands at the Martinez Boys Club were pretty empty on practice days. But I talked to Stan about this today, and he wasn't as confident in his abilities as I was, so I might have to reconsider.
So you may have embarrassed him. Marion fouled. And a foul on LeBron James, his third. Sean Marion, we talked about Bosch coming out aggressively. Marion certainly not as many points, but he's shown when he's more aggressive offensively can really help. Marion's a guy that did a lot of scoring in his career earlier, especially with Phoenix. He averaged 19 points a game or more 5 different times in his career. Was an all-NBA third-teamer a couple of times, 4-time All-Star. Guy once was top 5 in the NBA in rebounds and steals in the same season. He might not be the Matrix anymore, but can still do so many things for a team.
Oh, he's played great. He's played absolutely great. And I saw his mother, who's his biggest fan, after the last game, and she says, "You show my baby a lot of love." She says, "Tell Jeff Van Gundy to ease up."
Did she say that?
I said, "I'll give him the message."
Why? I've been very... Man, everybody's on me.
Message delivered. Wade. Chandler looked like he may have gotten a piece of it. The Mavericks thought there was a travel. We're tied again at 51. Barea gets past Bibby, blocked by Bosch. Good help defense. 14 to shoot.
Tell Mrs. Marion I speak fluent Trixian. The language of Sean Marion.
They're doing some kind of TV reality show with his mom and his sisters. He's got a twin sister. Chandler feeds Marion. Sean Marion, the finish right on cue. 10 points for Marion. That was his total in game 3.
He's had a couple good post-ups, good cuts away from the ball.
And there's a foul away from the ball.
Good play by Chandler as James rotated to him. Did a nice job finding Marion along the baseline.
And I don't know how many centers can make that pass that Tyson Chandler just made.
By the way, 2 fouls on Chandler. Bosch's attempt gets deflected out. And a foul call on Chandler. He is hot. Bosch falls down. And that's now 3 on Chandler, who was an all-NBA defensive second-team player this year.
I think that's a foul. I think he needs to square his body up a little bit more to take away the direct line drive to the middle of the floor and to Bosch's strong hand.
Yeah, look at Bosch already exceeding his average for the first 3 games of the finals and shooting so much better. He had a great conference final. Had a couple of 30-point games, had a double-double in the clincher. In fact, Dwayne Wade was talking about, Wade didn't play great in the conference finals against Chicago. Said he just kind of chipped in while LeBron James did all the damage down the stretch. Bosch played big. He wanted to make up for it in the finals. He's done that so far. All tied again. Well, the last 2 games have been decided at the buzzer. Both 2-point games. Marion inside. Nice finish.
A nice strategic adjustment by Rick Carlisle. Most of the pick and rolls have been set by Nowitzki in this series. Now they're screening with Chandler and spotting Nowitzki up, which is allowing deeper penetration.
Marion has their last 6 points. James inside to Wade. Another great pass from LeBron James. Barea getting his first start of the playoffs tonight. Deshaun Stevenson coming off the bench. He contributed part of good Mavericks bench in the first half. Anthony right up on Nowitzki. Nowitzki can't finish. Wade the rebound. Nowitzki thought he got fouled again. Here's James. James up and under with the left hand. Won't go. Gets his own rebound. Back to Wade and a foul on Marion. James didn't give up on the play. And the second shot opportunity leads to free throws for Dwayne Wade.
You like the play by LeBron. Misses the layup, but sticks with the play. Comes up with the offensive rebound, then hands it off to Wade. And in attack mode, contact by Sean Marion. On the other end, Dirk Nowitzki very upset that he's not getting those same calls as he drives to the cup.
But fair is fair. Run back. You saw him deep down the court on the in transition. No matter what call you do or do not get, you've got to run back if you want to win these games.
I don't know about that one.
Doesn't look like contact there. That looks like good defense by Joel Anthony.
Nowitzki grabs the board. Coming up on 5 minutes gone by here in the third. Barea slices through the defense, and he puts it in. Wild shot by Barea. James on the drive. Look at kids staying in front of him. Chris Bosh, the jump shot, knocks it down. What a game for Bosh. He's got 22.
And here's what I don't understand. The help can't come from Tyson Chandler defending Chris Bosh. Joel Anthony is a limited offensive guy. The help should come from him.
Barea starting to feel it, flips it up, does not get the roll, but Chandler right there. J.J. Barea causing problems.
But they've really found something setting these screens with Chandler. It's what's leading to Barea's deep penetration.
At the midway point of the third, Wade shut off nicely by Chandler. Tries again, pulls back, has to fire, and he knocks it down. A two-pointer, they'll review it, but a two-pointer as Rick Carlisle calls timeout. He had to rush the shot as the 24-second clock was expiring.
This should be an absolute crime. The crossover, the step back. Gets him on his heels, knocks down the jump shot. Clearly a two-pointer by Dwayne Wade. 20 big points, and J.J. on the other end, finding his groove. Spectacular move, little hang time, and then the English kisses it off the glass. We have ourselves a big-time ball game.
Player of the game vote presented by T-Mobile. Text the last name of your choice for player of the game to 38657 from any wireless phone now. Voting closes at the end of the game. Right now, Heat up by one, just past the midway point of the third.
And they took Chandler out and put Cardinal in, and that tells me Brendan Haywood is not healthy.
And Peja Stojakovic right now is struggling. And a foul. It's going to go against Bibby.
But that's a play that J.J. Barea has been begging for. On his penetration, he's been complaining that Mike Bibby has grabbed him every single time.
Well, Bibby picks up his third. Barea is tough for anybody to keep up with, so quick. Cardinal. Shot clock at 5. Marion's got to make something happen. Drive across the lane. Shot, he banks it in. Oh, Sean Marion getting it to go. Marion now with 14 points. He had 20 in the game, 2 victory. Wade attacks, stripped and foul by Cardinal.
Oh, Sean Marion, once again, Dwayne Wade scored on him, stared him down. This time, isolation makes a heck of a play over LeBron James and stares him down. A lot of trash talking going on, but you love the fact that he's not giving an inch, playing with an edge.
A very proud player, Sean Marion is. Again, as we said, all his individual awards and accolades early in his year, but has embraced the role here. And they've needed some more scoring. Caron Butler out since January. Butler averaging 15 points a game at the swingman spot for the Dallas Mavericks. And Marion has come through the last several games as Jason Terry checks back in. Here's Butler. He was hoping to play in these finals. He worked hard to rehab his knee, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Wade misses. Marion had it, lost it, fight for it. Wade comes out of it. Just took it away. Bibby up top to James. James for 3. And Jason Kidd the rebound. This series has been so close each game. Nowitzki, double. Cardinal. Inside, nice pass. Marion can't finish the follow. Sean Marion with extra hops. Still at 33 years old. Maybe he still has a little matrix left in him.
Give credit to the custodian. Ball fake, bounce pass, drops it off to Sean Marion, and he continues to score.
Shot clock down to 7. Bosch against Cardinal. Bosch drives, puts it up, won't go. Nowitzki, another rebound. Nowitzki has 5 boards here in the third quarter alone. They've done a good job not letting him get a shot off. Trying to help in other ways. This time gets his shot off, draws the foul. Joel Anthony has 4. And Nowitzki to the line.
This is Brian Cardinal. Chris Bosh runs at him, puts the ball on the floor, forces LeBron James to help, puts Sean Marion in position to score an offensive rebound in basketball. Dirk Nowitzki, they're doing a good job, but he's got to be more aggressive.
And he finally misses a free throw. He had made 39 in a row. Second time in the playoffs, he had a 39 consecutive streak. And that's his first miss of the finals.
So what I mean by more aggressive is Joel Anthony shouldn't be able to defend him at the foul line. Put your head down and make a play. Find a way to get to the free throw line and establish a rhythm.
Well, he did that time. And Dallas goes up by 3. Just under 4 minutes remaining, third quarter of Game 4.
ESPN's presentation of the 2011 NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by Warner Brothers Pictures' Green Lantern. In theaters June 17th. Axe Shower Gel. And membership rewards from American Express. The social currency.
ABC Tuesday, June 21st, a new drama series takes you to the most dangerous place on earth. Life on the edge means doing things you never thought possible. ABC's Combat Hospital series premiere Tuesday, June 21st at 10, 9 Central on ABC. Dallas a 3-point lead. Dirk Nowitzki, who's got about 102 fever, has been defended very well. Has not got a lot of shots off, but he is getting the help. He said it at the top. He needs help desperately, and Jeff, he's been able to get it.
Absolutely. You look at there, Marion's come up with a particularly big game. Terry's been aggressive. Berea's gotten it going in the second half, and I think those Tyson Chandler points are vital. You have to get some paint points.
Well, he's got 10 rebounds as well, 5 on the offensive glass. Haslam's back in. Shot clock down to 8. Wade the drive. Chandler comes to help. Wade, nice adjustment using the left hand. And Wayne Wade now with 23 points. He has been spectacular in these finals, averaging 29 a game, shooting 57%.
I like the fact that he didn't make any excuses. Acknowledged that he didn't play well in the Eastern Conference Finals and has elevated his game to what we come to expect from Wayne Wade.
Wade and Bosch with all their points here in the third. Wade comes up with a steal, another one, nice feed, gets it to James for the finish. The defense leading the offense. They haven't had many of those here in this game.
But you just notice how when they get a steal, they're gone.
And that's how they normally start those runs. Rick Carlisle said they were hoping to avoid. Kidd, difficult shot. Bibby played him well.
No, but if you're Jason Terry coming off those screen and rolls, you got to come off the score.
Shot won't count. A blocking foul call. Brian Cardinal tried to get in and draw the charge. Instead, he's called for his second personal. That's very close. They do that better than anyone. Scoring off turnovers, averaging 21 points off the Dallas turnovers per game in this series.
And Coach, when I talk about Terry coming off the score, he's got to stretch that defense because of the length and the strength of this Miami defense. They're intense and they're into it.
Absolutely, and it just shows you too, when Barea is not on the floor, they don't have, other than Marion occasionally, the ability to beat you off the dribble with quickness.
James misses both free throws. He's struggling from the field. And misses a couple of free throws, 2 of 8 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Heat's lead remains 1, 2.5 remaining in the third. Marion, difficult shot. And Haslam the rebound. Chalmers back in as well for Miami with Juwan Howard, Wade, and James. Wade dribbles it off his foot. Alley-oop to Wade, and he finishes! Oh, perfect pass! And Dwayne Wade throws it down. Wade now with 25, and Miami's lead is 3.
Heck of a pass from LeBron James, and for the first time ever in finals history, the custodian gets dunked on. Lob play, Wade does the rest. Spectacular play by Dwayne Wade. My goodness.
For expert analysis, live press conferences after every game, playoff playbacks, and more, tune in to NBA TV for complete playoff coverage. Dwayne Wade once again shining in the NBA Finals. He's got 25. His team up by 3 with under 2 to play in the third.
You can tell Rick Carlisle trying to steal minutes right now because Dirk Nowitzki not on the floor prior to this. That was a bad scoring team, a bad offensive team. That's why he gets Dirk back in the game.
Nowitzki had a great look. Took a bad bounce for the Mavericks. Well, Wade has excelled again. LeBron James having an off night.
It is, but it shows you the power of their 3 players, because you don't need all 3 every night to play well. They've got 2 of the 3 rolling. James not playing as well. They just pick each other up.
Now shoots over Terry, and they're right on cue. James able to hit, and the lead is up to 5. Been a close game throughout. The largest lead by either team, 7. Miami's now scored 8 in a row. Kick to Chandler. Chandler fouled. And a couple of Heat players converge.
Good recognition by Miami in their last half-court set. Give the ball to James at the top of the key against the smaller Terry. Gets to his spot and just elevates up and over Terry.
That's why if you're Eric Spoelstra, you understand LeBron James is struggling. When you have great players, it's just a matter of time they have the ability to heat up at any moment.
Free throw good. I think Jason Terry is, LeBron James is saying about Jason Terry's defense, can he stop me for 7 games?
No, he said this is one of the unusual times that Jason Terry will ever be on me. But you know, it just shows you how the rhetoric means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. It's just noise.
All part of playoff basketball. Final minute, third quarter. James fires away. Short. Rebound Stevenson. Terry puts up the 3. In and out, halfway down. And Howard, who's given them some good minutes in a short amount of time, grabs that rebound.
Actually a good shot by Jason Terry. 2 for 1, give them another possession.
Haslam misses, Kidd able to secure it, and they'll hold it for the final shot of the period.
I think they should go right back to Tyson Chandler setting the screen on the ball.
Been working here in this third period. Is about a 3 or 4/10 of a second difference shot clock and game clock. Terry out to Kidd, extra pass, Nowitzki for 3. Won't go. And the buzzer sounds, ending the third period. Miami with a strong finish. After trailing by 3, they go on an 8-0 run, and they lead by 4 as we head to the fourth quarter. For the defense, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James, just killers in transition. This presentation of the NBA Finals continues after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Welcome back to Dallas with Rick Carlisle. To this point, what has allowed you to avoid those problematic Miami runs?
Well, they're making some runs and they're hitting some tough shots, but you know, we're just doing a much better job with our consistency defensively. We had some problems with blockout early, but we've gotten them under control, and we just got to stay with it.
Dirk, you got him some rest in the first half. What do you have to watch here in the final 12 with that fever?
Well, you know, he seems to be doing okay. We'll watch him. If we can get a minute or two, we will. But now we're going to be playing in 3-minute spurts, so I think we'll be all right.
Rick, thanks. Mike.
All right, Doris, the Dallas Mavericks have been the comeback kids, or actually the comeback older guys throughout these playoffs. 5 times in this postseason, they've trailed after 3 and come back and won. Some huge comebacks. Right now, they start the 4th down by 4. Terry on the drive. Nowitzki, pull up 2-pointer. Off the mark.
He's getting great shots.
4 of 14 from the field for Nowitzki. Miller, Chalmers, Bosch, James, and Haslam right now on the floor for the Heat. Bosch deflected by Kidd and the steal. And a foul called on Miller. Was it a clear path foul?
No, they have it as a loose ball foul.
Kidd really didn't have it. He deflected up in the air. So not a clear path, just a regular loose ball. Let's see.
To me, deflected it, leading the fast break.
Well, and I think that's just like a controlled tip up on the offensive board. I think that is under control, in control.
That's the Heat's first turnover in the second half. First one in over 17 minutes. Jason Kidd, one of the all-time steals leaders in NBA history, with a big one there. Barea. Stevenson for 3. They've had great looks. Stevenson, Terry, Nowitzki just can't get shots to go down.
Oh, and people are raving about the Miami Heat defense. They're getting great looks. They just have to knock them down.
Miller, he knocks one down. A 3-pointer at the other end, and it's a 7-point game, equaling the largest lead of the night.
Make or miss lead. One end miss, other end make.
Barea, Nowitzki, Chandler, Terry, and Stevenson. Nowitzki stripped by Chalmers and stolen. Here's James, and a foul by Terry. They need a strong start here to this 4th quarter.
Both teams quality looks. One team misses it, the other team playing pool all by himself. 3-ball corner pocket.
Miller, his second 3-pointer. James has 8 rebounds, 6 assists, but just 3 of 10 from the field. Chalmers. Haslam wide open. Haslam knocks it down. Chalmers with another nice setup. His 6th assist of the night. And the backup point guard. Big minutes for the Miami Heat. They lead by 9, the largest of the evening. A 13-1 run going back to the 3rd quarter.
Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
After a great start in the opening minutes, Dirk Nowitzki struggling with his shot. As part of our Volkswagen raising the bar. Nowitzki trying to get his team back, battling the fever. You can see he's been having some problems. And he's having problems getting to get shots to go down, something that's been so rare for him throughout these playoffs.
And these are some of the best looks he's gotten the entire series. The drive and the miss. The little slip, step through. He's right at the basket. And then the wide open corner 3. It's like you said, Mike, you just expect these shots to go in because he's been on such a great roll for so long.
Well, the Mavericks are going to need another big comeback. They want to avoid going down 3-1. They've done it so many times during these playoffs. Terry, the drive, goes right at LeBron James. Pretty play from Terry, who thought he got hit.
Oh, and prior to that play, Mario Chalmers begins the trash talk as Jason Terry is trying to spur the crowd on. LeBron James looks at Chalmers and says, no talk. Let's finish the course.
He Dallas' first field goal since late in the third quarter. Shot clock down to 7. James, that's a travel. Came down just before he released it. They didn't have a turnover in the third quarter. They've got 2 here in the fourth. This veteran Mavericks team always confident they can come back. Terry shot rolls in. 2 quick buckets, and Eric Spoelstra forced to call a timeout. They've done it the entire postseason against Portland, against the Lakers, against Oklahoma City, and against Miami. Can they do it again?
Mario Chalmers, this is why you let sleeping dogs lie. Get them going, and they'll bite you. Jason Terry, back-to-back baskets.
NBA Finals continues on ABC Thursday. Game 5 here in Dallas. Game 6 and 7 in Miami. If necessary, all depends on what the Mavericks can do here tonight. And then on Thursday night, right now they trail by 5 with 9:22 remaining. They've come back over and over again here in the playoffs. Against the Lakers, game 1, they were down 16 in the third, 7 in the fourth. Down 8 in the fourth against the Lakers. That great comeback game 4 against the Thunder. And of course, the great comeback game 2 against Miami. They have been incredible the way they keep fighting to the very end. This veteran, gritty team.
But this is the hard unit to guard for them. I think this is their best offensive team, but Wade's matchup is Terry right now.
Chalmers misses Wade the rebound, puts it back up and in. Wade's rebounding in this series has been just superb. He's had double figures in rebounds 2 out of the 3 games. He's got 6 tonight.
Great effort by Wade, but a poor job once again of the Mavericks. Solid defense, and you give up a second shot opportunity.
Nowitzki blocked, but a foul.
Now, ultimately, Dwayne Wade wants the basketball more than anybody else on the floor. Gets up off the court, pursues the basketball, knocks it in.
And it's like you're saying, Jason Terry's got to get involved. You got to put bodies on bodies. You cannot just be a fourth quarter scorer. You have to be a rebounder. If you can't get the rebound, then you have to prevent somebody from getting the rebound by hitting and blocking out. That being said, rebounding an air ball is very difficult.
Meanwhile, Wade, that was his 4th offensive rebound. Nowitzki gets to the line. He's 4 of 5 from the line. Just 12 points for Nowitzki. As he's on a stretch shooting the ball, 1 for his last 11.
And guess what? If you're the Mavericks, you want him taking the next 6 shots if they're open.
This is where Nowitzki has shined in the fourth quarter. Scored the last 12 points in game 3, the last 9 points in game 2.
And the Mavericks going into a zone defense right now, trying to contain the ball penetration of the Heat.
First time today.
Wade turns around. Shot won't go. Chandler the rebound. 5-point game with just under 8.5 to play. Haslam on Nowitzki. Haslam has done a marvelous job on him. Nowitzki to drive. Scoop layup. Banks it in. 3-point game.
And that's the difference. The last 2 possessions, he's made an aggressive attacking move. 2 foul shots, and that time a lefty layup.
Terry putting some pressure on Chalmers.
We're back to the zone again.
Shot clock at 6. Haslam. James cutting to the basket. Bosch not expecting it. Bounces off his chest. Here's Terry. Back out to Kidd. Nowitzki inside to Chandler. Block. Oh, what a block from Wade. A spectacular defensive play. Wade inside and banks it in. Comes right back down the other end.
If I'm Eric Spoelstra, I go to sleep at night, sleeping good because that guy's on my team.
Terry. Nowitzki drives, pulls up. That won't go. And a rebound for Bosch. Five minutes gone by here in the fourth. Bosch, the jump shot. That won't go. Nowitzki with his 7th rebound. Terry looking for an opening. Terry inside Nowitzki, nice pass, and he draws the foul. Terry able to get it in, and Dirk Nowitzki back to the free throw line.
Talk about big time plays. This is Tyson Chandler, a 7-footer, getting ready to attack the rim. Dwayne Wade does not give an inch. Outstanding block shot, says Mr. Chandler, not on my watch. Get it out of here.
Wade about a block and a half per game in the postseason. He's turned into one of the best shot blocking guards in the league as Nowitzki knocks down the free throw.
And people think I'm crazy, obviously, but I believe Dwayne Wade is the 3rd best shooting guard to play this game.
Behind
Clearly.
Jordan and Kobe?
Yes.
I was going to say, if you say Monte Ellis and Stephen Curry.
But behind Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
I don't think that's crazy.
I said people. I don't count you as a person.
Wow.
6:20 remaining. Nowitzki, the last 6 points for the Mavericks, perhaps going on one of those runs. Wade's done the same thing for the Heat. Wade, double team. Chalmers on the drive. Inside pass to Haslam. Last touch by Terry. Miami with 2 to shoot. This crowd's so anxious right now. Their Mavericks down 2-1. Hoping they can close this one out. Bosh fires away. Nowitzki another rebound.
Great execution, though, by Miami to get that wide open Bosh shot.
Bosh 9 for 19. He's got 22. Was hot in the first half. Just past the midway point of the 4th. Terry drive to the basket. Lays it up. Blocked. Chandler right there for the follow. And it's a 1-point game.
That block might have been better than the first block by Wade.
Well, Tyson Chandler, 12 points, 12 rebounds. Miami by 1 with 5.5 to play.
And Dallas staying in the zone.
Kid deflects it out. Wade is very upset at one of his teammates. Right now, I think it's Chalmers.
Are you kidding me?
Got the fingertips on that one. Only Chandler right there to clean it up.
Just give the ball to LeBron James against Terry.
Chalmers drives. Shot clock at 2. Bosh knocked away. Here goes Terry. Terry goes up for the layup. Banks it in. And the Mavericks retake the lead.
And the bottom line is that the zone of the Mavericks has been very effective.
A 14-4 run. Ball poked away, still loose. Dallas ball. What a turnaround for the Mavericks. Five turnovers in the 4th quarter for Miami after not turning it over once in the 3rd quarter. Still plenty of time remaining. Terry Chandler misses the dunk, but foul. Wade going for another block, and Chandler will go to the line.
But see, they're not helping off Nowitzki, so these rolls to the rim are open. Give Terry credit. Coming off to his left, he is passing the ball very well. Pass fakes. Wade comes a little bit late that time. Chandler going a little bit stronger. Excellent pass by Terry. And again, subtle adjustments by coaches produce great results.
Rick Carlisle, you said it earlier, using Chandler as the man on the pick and roll. Chandler missing the free throw. He's 4 of 7 from the line, but he has produced a double-double, 12 points, 12 boards. This veteran Dallas team never seems to get rattled. They credit Jason Kidd with a lot of that. But they've been through so many big games. Not necessarily together, but throughout this playoff run. Dallas by 2. 4:36 remaining. Fourth quarter, game 4 of the NBA Finals.
ESPN's presentation of the 2011 NBA Finals on ABC. Brought to you by Miller Lite Aluminum Pint. 4 more ounces of that great Pilsner taste. The Miller Lite Aluminum Pint. Volkswagen. That's the power of German engineering. That's Das Auto. And the new film, Captain America, the First Avenger. In theaters July 22nd. This film is not yet rated.
Even though we up 2-1, I still feel like our back is against the wall. And this is a must-win game.
Chalmers to Bosch. Here the extra pass. Stevenson will try again. Hits another three. Chandler feeds Marion. Sean Marion the finish right on cue. Alley-oop to Wade, and he finishes inside to Chandler. Block. Oh, what a block from Wade.
I want it all, I need it all. Right now. I want it all. I gotta get it, I got to get it.
4:36 remaining. Miami now down by 2. They led by 9, 2 minutes into the fourth quarter. The Dallas Mavericks staging another comeback, a 15-4 run.
And very interesting, taking Mario Chalmers out of the game. Poise.
And Miller dribbled it off him. It was deflected. It appeared that at last was touched by Miller, and that's their 6th turnover here in the fourth quarter.
I like what Dallas did out of the timeout. Went man instead of zone, respecting the coaching ability of Eric Spoelstra.
Haslam right up on Nowitzki. Nowitzki drives inside. Shot blocked again. And knocked out of bounds. Still Dallas ball with 7 to shoot.
But I like Nowitzki, instead of shooting the pull-up where he struggled tonight, continuing to attack all the way to the basket. Now that's a lot of contact. Good block, but I like it. Get it to the free throw line.
To me, he's got to get that initial call. That's a lot of contact by Haslam.
Perry throws it up to Nowitzki. Nowitzki splits the defenders, lost the ball. Boy, Haslam has played him so well. Under 4 to play.
Let sleeping dogs lie, Mike.
Miller. James finding Haslam. Miller fires away. Way short. And Nowitzki the rebound. 3.5 to play. Bosch right up on Nowitzki. Stripped. Terry for 3. Too strong. Chandler tips it back out to Kidd. Nowitzki for 3. That won't go. And it goes out of bounds. Miami ball.
Those are good looks. I'd still like to see Tyson Chandler and Terry in more pick and rolls.
Nowitzki looks absolutely exhausted right now. As Doris Burke reported earlier, has a fever about 102. He won't use that as an excuse, but he looks exhausted.
And that's why I expect Jason Terry. You got to recognize the moment and get more aggressive offensively.
Wade pulls up. Stevenson the rebound. Both teams now missing some shots as we get under 3 minutes remaining in a 2-point game. Terry to Nowitzki. Back to Terry. A 2-pointer. In and out. Miller the rebound.
They're getting great shots. Good execution. Just not make it.
Wade on the attack. Feeds inside to Bosch, who lost it. And Wade gets it back up top to James. James fakes, drives, pull-up jumper. Won't go. Miller the offensive rebound. Wade again. Throws it down the corner. Miller on the drive. Shot misses, and Nowitzki the rebound. And a whistle and a foul. Wayne Wade called for the foul with 2:16 remaining. And the Mavericks leading by 2. They are in the penalty.
I'll tell you what, this is playoff basketball. The intensity on both ends. This is what you wait all season for.
This is championship effort. They are missing some shots, but everybody going at it right from the start tonight, but especially here down the stretch.
This is the value of getting into the penalty early in quarters. so that when there are loose ball fouls, you're shooting like Nowitzki is on these rebounding fouls, and they're going back to Mario Chalmers.
All the practice that he does at the free throw line, day after day, year after year, comes to fruition here. Nowitzki, such a spectacular free throw shooter, one of the best ever. Two clutch ones there. A 17-4 run. Nowitzki doing it again here in the fourth quarter. James out to Chalmers. Shot clock at 5. Bosch. Nowitzki on him. Couple of fakes. And whack from behind. Stevenson went for the block and fouled him.
And Deshaun Stevenson recognizing that's a bad play by him. Not a smart foul. Force Chris Bosch to make this shot. Outstanding defense. Live with the contest. Deshaun Stevenson well aware this is not a smart play. Certainly a foul. The crowd doesn't like it, but he climbed the back of Chris Bosch, and Bosch going to the line for 2.
How does the crowd not like that call?
Meanwhile, Bosch, that free throw, the first Miami point in 5.5 minutes. That zone defense again, another adjustment from Rick Carlisle. He's made some great ones here in game 4.
I expect to see the Dallas Mavericks on the other end go to that double screen and roll with Jason Terry handling the basketball. They've gotten outstanding success out of it.
How about Bosch? 2 clutch free throws there. He did it in the Chicago series, hit some very big free throws. 2-point game, 1:45 remaining. Kidd holding. Chalmers trying to knock it away. Terry looking out to Kidd. Stevenson puts up the 3. Ball tried to tip by Chandler. Chandler puts it back up. The shot clock expired, but it appeared like it hit the rim as James comes up the other way.
That was the right play. Hit the rim and the ball was live.
He should have taken the ball back out and got a better quality shot.
Haslam. That won't go. Wade tried to tip it and Chandler the rebound. Bosch nearly takes it away. Dallas clinging to a 2-point lead as we come up on a minute remaining. Nowitzki to Terry for 3. Another great look. Chandler the offensive rebound.
Great effort by Tyson Chandler.
16 rebounds for Chandler. Who's going to knock down the big shot? So many good opportunities. Shot clock at 7. Kidd, Stevenson for 3. Another miss. Rebound fought for. Chalmers comes up with it. Ahead to Wade. Wade blocked from behind, but a foul. With 30 seconds remaining, Wade will shoot 2 to try and tie the game.
But you have to get back. Not only does Wade go to the line to tie it, but now they get a 2-for-1 situation. I just don't understand not balancing the floor and taking away those runouts.
You see Wade from the line, 5 of 7.
Now that's a heck of a pass, an incredible catch and stop. But if you're Dallas, you got to know where Wade is.
So there's 6.1 difference shot clock and game clock. Well, as Jeff said, a 2-for-1. So Wade will go to the line. Dallas down by 9. With 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth, making another superb comeback. But can they finish it off? Can they close it out? And even the series. Gets it to go. These fans are rocking here at the American Airlines Center.
You see Wade getting behind the line of defense. An opportunity to knock down another free throw to tie this ball game. And Rick Carlisle says he wants a timeout.
In and out. Nowitzki the rebound. And Carlisle gets his timeout with 29.3 remaining. And again, Miami, because of the 5.3 difference, they do not have to foul. Dallas by 1. Mavericks ball when we come back. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Everything Goodyear has learned making tires for all-star handling inspires what they roll into yours. 29.3 seconds remaining. Fourth quarter of Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Game 3 was not decided until the final shot taken and the buzzer sounded. Same scenario for Game 2, perhaps a third straight game. And right now, Dirk Nowitzki and the Mavericks hanging on to that 1-point lead.
And I'm going to say this inbound pass with Wade, James, and Chalmers, you cannot take for granted and let them shoot the passing lane for the steal.
Dallas still has a timeout remaining. Miami with 2 timeouts, neither team a foul to give. Terry, Chandler, Stevenson, Kidd, and Nowitzki.
And if I'm the Dallas Mavericks, I'm getting the basketball in the hands of Dirk Nowitzki. Allow the clock to dwindle down. Don't put too much time on this clock and give the Heat a chance to come back.
And there it is in the hands of Nowitzki.
But he's got to be patient and just hold it.
Haslam right up on him.
He's going too early.
Drives underneath, layup, he puts it in! Nowitzki makes it a 3-point game. Timeout, Miami.
Sometimes even when you're wrong, you're right.
A strong move to the basket for Nowitzki.
He drives it right. That's where they want him to be. Wade almost gets there, but that's a great move by Nowitzki. A great finish, but too much time left on the clock for Miami.
To Nowitzki, puts up the 3, puts it in! Dallas goes up by 3. Chalmers knocks down the 3 and ties the game. Nowitzki drives with underneath lefty layup, banks it in. Dallas has tied the finals. Bosh, the open jumper, puts it in. Nowitzki spins, head fake, falling away. Shot won't go, and Miami holds on and takes Game 3. And this play from Dirk Nowitzki with Dallas clinging to the 1-point lead, drives and gets it off the glass. Nowitzki 10 points in the fourth quarter. A 19-7 run by the Mavericks. And 14.4 seconds remaining. Miller in with James, Wade, Chalmers back in, and Bosh to the Mavericks foul and not give up a 3-point attempt.
No, there's too much time right now to do that. But as Miami's downside, they have so many 3-point shooters. They can't also forget about Chris Bosh. He's got the ability to step out and make the 3.
And to me, I would foul. I'd make it a free throw shooting contest.
Good ball denial. Kidd on Wade. Chandler gets up on him. Wade on the drive, attacks the goal and throws it down. 9 seconds remaining. And Rick Carlisle will call his final timeout. They'll be able to advance the ball, but they are out of timeouts.
What a smart play by the Miami Heat. Plenty of time, so you get the short deuce, and now you try to foul, but try to come up with a steal first.
Well, that's the thing, right? You got to try to get the steal.
It's a good job by Dwayne Wade. You don't want to end the game by taking a 3-point over Tyson Chandler. There's plenty of time. Put your head down, make a play, and now, quick timeout. You're able to try to come up with a steal, foul immediately, and then have another opportunity for the last possession. And
inbounding the ball without timeouts is very difficult.
It's pressure. There's no question.
Listen.
And again, against such a good athletic team, they are excellent at ball denial.
And let's face it, officials allow for a lot more contact late. Now Stojakovic is coming in.
Stojakovic enters the game. He has not played yet. Obviously is a very good free throw shooter, but he's cold, hasn't even had a sweat.
He still should be in the game, and the best guy possible to take the ball out of bounds, Jason Kidd.
And now they're bringing people in the backcourt. Now it's 3 defenders against 2 offensive players. This is a hard completion right here.
I like the idea of double teaming Dirk Nowitzki, force somebody else to make free throw.
Terry comes to the ball. Goes in the backcourt. Terry running away from James, and he fouls him with 6.7 remaining. Good hustle play from Terry, who's allowed to go in the backcourt on that. And now he'll go to the free throw line. Terry, an excellent free throw shooter. 2 for 4 tonight.
And Jason Kidd just looked at Mark Jackson breathing a sigh of relief on that inbounds pass, because if Terry would have caught that ball where it was thrown, his momentum would have brought him into the backcourt for a backcourt violation. He let the ball bounce and then catch it.
82% career free throw shooter. Clutch right there, 2-point game. This would make it a 3-point game. Miami still has a timeout left. Jason Terry, 2 clutch free throws. And Dallas with a 3-point lead with 6.7 remaining. Miami will now be able to advance the ball in the front court. All right, Jeff, now there's 6.7. Jeff and Mark, do you foul? Not let them get a 3-point attempt.
There's no question in my mind I'm fouling. Too many things have to go right if I foul for me to lose.
And I agree with you if the catch is with their back to the basket. But there's so many good players now who, as they see you fouling, if you're faced up to the basket, get into that shooting motion. This is what you go over in special situations from day one of training camp for just these moments. And these are not as easy of decisions as people think, because there's so many variables that go into it. Where you catch it, how you catch it.
Third straight game in these finals, going down to the final shot, the final buzzer. Mike Miller will inbound.
And Mike, if they score on a, they have to take a 2. Dallas has got to realize they have to get the ball out of bounds and inbound successfully.
Both teams out of timeouts. Chandler, the 7-footer, gets up on Miller on the inbounds pass.
And to me, I wouldn't even be playing inside the 3-point line. Stretch your defense, allow them to have anything easy. There are no timeouts.
Miller looking, finds Wade. Wade lost the ball, goes to the backcourt, gets it to Miller. Miller puts it up. Air ball! And that's it! The Mavericks have evened the series. What a game and what a series! Another incredible comeback by the Dallas Mavericks in these 2011 playoffs, and the NBA Finals deadlocked at 2 games apiece.
The last possession designed pretty much for LeBron in the corner, and Wade coming off the screen. Couldn't catch the basketball, does a great job of saving it back to Mike Miller. Mike Miller gets a heave at the buzzer, shoots an air ball.
Tyson Chandler, part of the great Dallas defense in the 4th quarter, and he's with Doris Burke.
Tyson, Dirk Nowitzki quickly went off into the locker room. How difficult was this game for him to play through that fever?
Oh man, it was tough because he was battling 100 and something fever right now. The doctors tried to get it down. They really couldn't keep it under control. But just the effort that he gave us tonight is unbelievable. He showed unbelievable heart.
Dirk had carried such a load throughout the course of these playoffs. You guys had to support him. What was the mindset of you and Jason Terry and everybody in support of Dirk tonight?
I mean, we all seen him go through walkthrough, and he was barely able to talk. Every time he tried to speak, he started coughing up. He was wheezing. So we knew as a supporting cast, we really had to step up and get it for him tonight.
You've been a resilient team, but you guys talked about avoiding the double-digit deficits. How were you able to avoid those big runs?
We just played with heart and passion. That's an incredible team over there. And in order to win, you got to go all out.
Congratulations, Tyson.
Thank you.
Mike.
All right, Doris. Tyson Chandler, a terrific defensive performance. It is a different Dallas Mavericks team than we've seen in recent years. So gritty, so tough, and never give up. Another comeback adding to what they've done already. And Dirk Nowitzki once again in the 4th quarter, 10 of his 21 in the final period. He's the winner of tonight's Finals Player of the Game vote presented by T-Mobile. Thanks for voting. Be sure to tune in to the game number 5 Thursday at 9 p.m. to vote again. 3rd straight game in these finals. Not decided until the final shot was taken. And coming up on Thursday night, Game 5 right back here at the American Airlines Center as the Heat and the Mavericks are tied at 2 games apiece. We're going at least 6 games in these 2011 NBA Finals. The final score of the Mavericks 86, the Heat 83. Heat with only 14 points in the fourth quarter. For Coach Mark Jackson, Jeff Van Gundy, Doris Burke, producer Tim Corrigan, director Jimmy Moore, and our entire ABC crew, this is Mike Breen saying so long from Dallas. Stay tuned now for your late local news, Nightline, and Jimmy Kimmel Live over most of these ABC stations. On the West Coast, it's Jimmy Kimmel Game Night. Thanks for watching ABC, home of the NBA Finals.
The challenge game. Dallas answered. Miami's roaring flame of confidence flickers, but still burns. The deadlock will be broken. Game 5, Thursday.